All right. Here we go. Here. There we go. Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just 1 second. Share my screen. Do that here. Go to launcher. Here. We go to futures. Go to indices. And now we just have to turn on the camera. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Hope everybody's doing great today. Let me say hello to everybody. Hope you guys are doing great today. Happy Wednesday. Arnulfo, Chris, Richard, Devin, Omar, Glenn, Brian, Mark, Manuel, Terrence, Ed, Vernon, Dave, Gustavo, Tom, Timothy, John, the Sassy Trainer. We got Robert, Mazin, Ivano, Deb, Jeff, Wayne, Dr. Serena, good morning. Thank you yesterday. You did a fantastic job. JB, Wade, Don, Graham, Cam, good morning, Cam. A lot of people are already here or on the way here. I will be at the office between 3 and 4 if you guys want to stop by and say hello. I'll be there for about an hour. I'll be there all day, but if you guys want to stop and hang out with me, I'll be available about after 3. I had a haircut appointment, but I canceled it because I know that some of you want to stop by the office, so I'll have it next week. Harold, Rick, Jerry, hello, Jerry, Art, Stephen, Jeff, Brian, Kirk, Mike, Peter, David, Jody, Brian, good morning, Brian. Looking forward to seeing you here. Got a lot to show you. Ali, Alan, a Keyhawk fan. Carlos, good morning. Mont, Phil, Samson, Option, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Kyung, Henry, Stacy. Good morning, my people. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. We got Delbert. We got Stephen. Richard, good morning. Good. Looking forward to seeing you, Richard. Safe travels. Peter, Tim, David, Eduardo, Vivice, Dennis, Robert, Rice, Dennis, Harry, Rochelle. Good morning, Rochelle. Thank you, Rochelle. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Are you coming out or are you going to be remote? I keep asking you that. I don't know if I got an answer if I don't remember. But either way, I look forward to seeing you next couple of days. Mark, Ricky, Patrick, Wade, Richard from Puente Gorda, Dave, Peter, CJ, Deanna, Naples fan, Richard, Glenn, Rick, Kim, Angie. I got your picture. Great picture. James, Susan, Scott, Randy. We get a lot of people coming in here. John. Matt's doing much better. I'm going to work today, and he's going to work. Looks like he had seems as of right now, it looks like he had food poisoning or like one of those 24-hour stomach bugs. But he seems to be fine. I mean, more or less. So he insisted on coming into work today. So I'm actually going to go to work today. I was going to just stop by after 2 to meet and greet, but Kane is going to be there today. Matt will be there today. It'll be a fun time. I tried calling customer service. Well, you guys can take care of that. Tiago Anikulmar, if I mispronounce somebody's name, I truly do apologize. It's been happening to me for 40 years. Stan, Santiago, Ronaldo, Carlos, Karen, Don. Yes, customer service live. And I'll post a link here for customer service live in just a few minutes. Kenny, Sanchos, remote. Okay, cool, Rochelle. It'll be fun. You'll get tons out of it, I promise you. Nathan, good morning, Nathan. And I hope you got my email that I responded to you yesterday. Excited to have you here as well. And let me just put up some links here. Now, folks, this is going to be a lot of fun. Today at 2:30, from 2:30, and I'm going to be the first one on, and I'll be the first one off. So I'll be off at around 3 o'clock, but I'll be doing a roundtable at 2:30 with Lance, Jack, Nate, Kane, Graham, and I think Kane will be right next to me. I'll put a chair in so we could do it next to each other. But if you guys come into my office around 2:30, 3 o'clock, you can hang out and watch us do the live class today. Uh, it'll be there. I'll be there till about from 2:30 till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. It'll be fun. Here's the link for that. Good morning, HG. Let me give you the link for that. 2:30, 2:30. This will be a lot of fun. We'll be talking about Nvidia. We'll be talking about Nvidia earnings. Then I will be in my regular VIP room at noon today. Now, I have a very, very special topic today. I'm going to be talking about, if you guys want to know, now you guys know about Richard, and Richard, he's a really good trader and he follows along what we do. I'm going to literally lay out the error in your thinking that separates you from Richard. I'm going to lay it out for you on a piece of paper. I'm going to put a bow tie on it, a ribbon, and I'm going to give it to you. So if you come to my VIP room, you will know exactly what Richard is doing, what you guys are not doing. It's one thing. It's only one thing, okay? There's one thing involved. One thing. And I'm going to show you what it is today. I'm not going to get too deep into it because we're going to have a live session. I'm going to interview Richard live, actually tomorrow in the morning. I know a lot of people want to see that. You're going to be disappointed because you're going to be hearing a lot of the exact same things that I teach you. But nonetheless, you'll get an interview. It's going to be fun because I guess hearing it from somebody else's mouth is better than hearing it from my mouth. But I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to show you an email that I got last night. And I'm going to show you exactly what is the separator between you and Richard. I'm not going to sell you anything. I don't have anything to promote in my VIP room today. I'm going to literally dissect it and show it to you, okay? So if you guys want to see exactly what Richard does that you guys do not do, or what you guys do that Richard doesn't do, I'm going to lay it out and put a finger on it today, okay? I'm going to literally expose it. So, it's not going to be a new strategy. It's not going to be a new trick, but I'm going to show you exactly what Richard does that you guys do not do. A lot of you do, and not all of you. I'm not speaking for all of you, but I'm going to show you the difference that separates a professional trader from an amateur who has a skill set that's equally same skill set. Okay, so today I'll show you. I'll lay it out for you. Okay, so please don't miss out. And here is the link for Customer Service Live. Let me just get that for you here. Oops, sorry about that. Let me get you that link. Here's the link, Customer Service Live. All right, Customer Service Live. There's the link for you. So again, come into my VIP room today. Here's the link again. Here's the link. I'll be there at noon and I will show you. I'll actually show you. I'll show you. Okay? I'm not just going to tell you, I'll show you, okay? I'm going to draw a roadmap for you, okay? All right? Roundtable's at 2:30, but I'll be in the VIP room at noon, and it will be recorded. All right, let's begin. It's a good time to begin. We got almost 400 people here. Let's start, and I do have to get to work today. Now, the next 2 days, just so you know, it's at 2:30, Creo. It's at 2:30. Just so you know, the next 2 days, I'll be cutting this session short by about 15 to 20 minutes because I have to drive to Sawgrass, which is where we're having the event. Now, now if you are in the pit, you're going to get access all day on the Zoom. If you're a platinum member or VIP member, you're going to get a link all day on Zoom. I will be doing these morning sessions for free for you. I don't want to leave you guys out. I will not be in the VIP room for 2 days because I'll be doing live all day classes. So if you want to see me live for the next 2 days, join the pit or become a platinum member, or you will miss VIP room for the next 2 days. I will be updating you on Telegram like I always do, and I will be here in the morning tomorrow and Friday, but I'll have to cut it short by about 15 minutes because I have to drive to the hotel to do the presentation. Here, who all are here at the hotel here, Sawgrass? Oh, there you go, Bob. You guys can communicate while I'm doing this. Feel free to get together, hang out, party, do whatever it is you guys do. You can even do bad jokes at my expense. All right. And Murray, are you here, Murray? Murray's probably driving already. TJX, good, 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 good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's talk about the markets, shall we? Oh, I forgot about Bitcoin. Thank you for reminding me. Got to put it up here. Bitcoin. Yeah, I got to look at it today too. That's what I was forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something. All right. So starting off, the market's opening up really strong. We don't have any divergence, and technology on the eve of Nvidia earnings is actually up right beyond random. 140, 150 is right beyond random. So that's really, really good. That's really, really good. Okay. Lawrence, what link are you looking for? Let me know what link you're looking for, Lawrence. Here's the links for the roundtable and the VIP room. I'll post them again right here. There you go. All right, so you guys can hang out. All right, Bob and Carlos, you guys can hang out today. Cam is not here. All right, so tech is stronger than blue chips today. That's the first time we've seen that in a couple of days. We're going to be watching for this today, heading into Nvidia earnings. As far as earnings are concerned today, if you guys know these numbers, I'm particularly concerned about here. I'm concerned about Home Depot. I'm actually concerned about all of these, but I haven't heard Home Depot, KDP, Kava, and First Solar. I don't really care about this Axon, but this already came out and it was really good. So far, Snow came out. So far, everything we've seen come out has been fairly good. And there has been some that have already come out today. Do you guys know how Lowe's did? Give me, Carlos, send me an email and I'll email it to you, okay? Or ask Bob. He has it. I gave it to Bob. I gave it to Bob 2 days ago. Okay. All right. But you guys can chit chat amongst each other. I won't bother you. As far as Fed data today, we got new home sales. Now, home sales have been heating up, even though construction has not been doing so well. But we do have existing home sales. Please, please, please don't do anything except offset positions till 10 a.m. today. Okay. Lowe's beat. Very good. Very, very good. Excellent. 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 Yeah, Home Depot already came out, but Lowe's. I'm glad about that. Good. Bud is up. Nice, nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So earnings, I care about eBay for obvious reasons. I care about CRM quite a bit. TJX, important for the retail sector, even though it's not a big cap stock. They're very essential. And then the big daddy, Nvidia. And we'll be talking same source stories, first time in 2 years. Good. And if housing market does pick up, then it'll be great for Lowe's and Home Depot. It'll be great for the economy, although I'm having an issue right now with consumer sentiment and confidence being at an 8-month low. As far as I already mentioned, Fed data, tomorrow we have GDP and durable goods. So we have a big, big bang tomorrow. It'll be a great day to trade live because we're going to have earnings on Nvidia out. We're going to have GDP. It's going to be the perfect day to have the live class because we're going to have some volatility. So we'll be able to trade live. We'll be fantastic. And Cam and Gustavo, maybe you guys can watch via remote. All right? Maybe you guys can watch via remote. China. What's China doing today? China's breaking out, folks. This deep doo-doo is having a major impact, a positive impact on their economy. China is breaking out. This is good for stocks, ADRs that are in the US, China. This is also good for gamblers. This is good for the market. China going up is not bad for the market. This is the second biggest economy. This is good for the market. Okay. This is really good for the market. This is giving us tailwind. Gold. Well, gold is below the 8-day EMA, but we have a pretty good support right here at 28.96. As long as we don't go completely horizontal and stay vertical or just stay in this area, I'm still fairly bullish on gold, especially with the US dollar continuing going down. You see this channel here? Now, if we can get above the 50% line, then there's a good chance we'll traverse here. But we have started a descent. This is starting to become a fairly mature trend. So the fact that the US dollar is declining And the fact that the bond market is going up is very, 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 very good for the economy. It's very beneficial. I'm going to tell you guys, I would have expected the stock market overall to be weaker than it is right now in light of all this craziness we've been hearing the last month from the Fed. Um, especially with all this back and forth. I mean, it's just been really confusing. But remember, the market always looks ahead, and this is very positive. One of the reasons why I was not bearish yesterday was because of this. Well, there was a lot of reasons. There was also volatility, and I'll go through that in a second. Uh, Crude oil. Crude oil is breaking down. I mentioned to you yesterday that there's a really good chance we're going to go down to this base. Remember, well, we talked about it. I drew it here. I drew this line for you. So obviously, we've been talking quite about it. I'm not surprised this is happening. This is actually deflationary, folks. Energy prices going down is deflationary. Bonds going up is deflationary. Crude oil going down is deflationary. Okay. China going up is helping us. It's not hurting us. All right. The big red flag is gold. How is gold going to react to this? Well, the problem is we have a lot of uncertainty right now, and the US dollar going down. There's a lot of safe haven. China's buying gold. There is a gold revival. And also, I'm going to tell you another reason why gold is going up, because there's no more flight to quality in Bitcoin. Remember, a lot of people thought that Bitcoin was going to be the next gold. Well, Bitcoin is starting to correlate with technology now. Bitcoin is doing this, is pulling a mags on us. To let it's got a little more volatility, but it's doing this. This is what Bitcoin is following now. Okay. And I'll tell you another thing. The fact that energy prices are going down and Bitcoin is going down. That, remember, what gives fuel to the fire on gold? US dollar declining, right? US dollar declining, gold shoots up. Well, it's the same thing with crude oil and with energy markets, right? Energy markets and Bitcoin, power, electricity. So this is kind of weird. But again, Bitcoin is starting to move to the downside again. Let me take a quick look at Bitcoin. And let's take a look here. Yeah, that's possible too, Jeff. Yes. Right. Very much so, Jeff. Very much so. But you could see right here, Bitcoin is right at the 100-day. This is a downtrend. And we're already past this area right here. All right. We're past the 100-day. The next area is the 200-day moving average. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay. So I think the 200 will hold, but be careful. If the 100 doesn't hold, we should see the 200. Also, if the US stock market starts gearing up, we may start seeing a little bit higher prices in this than right now, because they are very highly correlated. Trump forced. Did he do it? Is the agreement done between Trump and Zelensky? My question is, how does that impact Russia? There's still no agreement with Russia, though, right? You can argue that U.S. will never ever dig in Ukraine. You can always argue that U.S. will not dig and work in Ukraine if there's a war, and that war will stop in 1 second if U.S. military people are injured. But I'm thinking, my concern is, what about the negotiations with Putin? You see, I think people are forgetting to ask Putin what he's thinking, because giving assurances to America, that's great. But what about Putin? Where's he in all of this? Is Trump going to, I love you, Mr. Putin? Or is he going to say, Putin, cut this stuff out. We're done with this. War is over. That's my biggest question. Yeah, but how does it impact the relationship with Putin? I understand how it impacts the relationship between U.S. and America, but is America guaranteeing that Putin is not going to be an ass anymore? We don't know yet, right? We don't know. So we have to see the. I'll tell you one thing: Zelensky's no fool, and Trump is not going to pressure him to sign anything. until he has assurances. That I can tell you 1,000%. But I'm curious how it's going to play out. He already sided with Putin. Yeah, he already sided with Putin, I know, but I want to see what Putin says about all of this. All right. Ukraine will give us 50% of the mineral revenue, not joining NATO, and Russia keeps an undefined amount of land. Undefined? Well, we'll see. Again, you guys are telling me news. I haven't read this yet. I'm still in last night's mode. All right. So I want to see what Putin is going to do about this. Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the stock market now. All right. So let me make this bigger. We're up on the futures today, and I haven't gotten into technicals yet. I want to get into the technicals. We're rebounding from yesterday while investors turned their attention to a highly anticipated earnings report from, notice, AI darling. It's now an AI darling. It's not a chip darling. It's an AI darling. That's called manipulation, folks. Because you see what happens is after you see this AI and Nvidia next to each other 1,000 times, you're going to start thinking Nvidia is an AI company. Folks, Nvidia does one thing, semiconductors. They have nothing to do with AI. It's a semiconductor company, okay? It's a chip company. It's not an AI company. Let's take it easy, okay? So, but this is exactly what was going on in the late 90s with the internet. Everything was an internet company. Everything it wasn't a tech. 2 days ago it was an electronics company. Now it's an internet company. It's a chip stock. It's not an AI stock. God, I love marketing. Wall Street major indexes were mixed. SRE plunged 18%, top loser on the S&P, although this doesn't have a lot of market cap. Nvidia dropped more than 2%. On the Dow, after Bloomberg reported, states some official, again, Trump administration seeking to impose additional restrictions on the type of chips Nvidia. I think somebody needs to tell Trump that the harder he is on the global economy, the more it will impact the U.S. stock market and his pocketbook directly. All right. I don't know if he got the. I know that, Boyd. I know chips are used in AI. If I didn't know that, it's time for me to retire. Let's see. Jeff says the economy is a recession, light depression, and energy prices may move down for a while till we drill. While we drill, baby, drill. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, none of this is good. Tesla. I hate to say I told you so, but do you remember the graph I drew 2 days ago at night? I hope so. Here, I'll show it to you. This is what I do when my wife is out of town. So I drew this at 8:39 on a Monday, and then I drew this last night for you guys right here. Remember the graph of Tesla, and then 8% lower. Now I drew a def on Nvidia, and I drew a X marks the spot for you, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But we did talk about that. Good. I'm glad you got into it. Good. Tesla down, Nvidia down. So far today, they're looking really good. So yesterday was not a day to liquidate tech stocks before Nvidia earnings. U.S. consumer confidence fell to an 8-month low. We know why. We all know why, because we don't know which way we're heading right now. I honestly don't know if the Fed data, like right now, you guys are telling me stuff that I didn't know from last night. And I've been reading the Ukraine news as of 8 o'clock last night or 7 o'clock last night. Things change. Things are fluid, right? Back's morning show trade is doing awesome. No, good. We'll see how that's going. Hope you're doing well, Carlos. Hope you're doing well. Richmond manufacturing rose 6%. Now, and that's the other thing. Some of the Fed data is coming out weaker than expected, and some is coming out stronger than expected. We really are right now in just like a big what the hell is going on kind of a mode. This is my favorite part. This is my entertainment for the morning. Barkin said on Tuesday that the central bank may stop resolute in its first fight against inflation and highlighted the risk of longer-term inflationary headwinds. It makes sense to stay modestly restrictive until we're more confident inflation is returning. Now, did anything change? Don't even get me started. Like nothing changed from 4 months ago, buddy. You could have made this decision 4 months ago, and we would have been in so much better. Trump actually would have been in a much better position right now had you not touched anything. Or the economy, not Trump, the economy. When I say Trump, I mean economy because they kind of go hand in hand. President Trump's tax cut plans improved as the Republican-controlled U.S. House representative passed a budget blueprint that includes deep reduction in safety net programs like Medicaid. I wonder how that'll impact healthcare stocks today. Yeah, right, Carlos. Blah 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 blah. Exactly. Yeah, transitory. Don't get me started, Jeff. Don't get me started with all of this. We got earnings on retailers. I know Snowflake is up right now. I'd love to know how CRM is doing. And Lowe's, you guys have already said is good. How about TJX? Does anybody know about CRM and TJ Maxx? Let me know. Let me know. We got new home sales at 10 a.m. today. We got crude oil inventories. I don't think these two reports will have as much of an impact because I think today will be driven by technology. Murray, there you go. Don't know why my GPS has me at 8.5 hour drive. Jeez Louise. Murray, let us know when you get here, Murray. In the bill, no mention of Medicaid in the bill. All right, Europe. Europe is giving us some tailwind today, folks. This morning, investors digested flurry of corporate earnings. Mining stocks led the gain. Copper price after President Trump signed an import tariff on metals, food, and beverage stocks also gained ground. I would have loved to see technology stocks gain ground, but not seeing that. But this is not bad. This is not bad. China closed higher, snapping a two-day losing streak as investor sentiment improved. I already showed you their assets. They're going up. And volatility is expanding, which means there's more institutional. When you see volatility, the bars expanding on the way up, see how volatility is small? See how it's expanding, how it's moving up, up, up? When volatility, here, let me show you. I'll show you. Here. Oh, what did I just do? I'm an idiot. Here, let me put it again. I want to show you guys something. See ATR? This measures volatility. This doesn't measure direction. This is direction blind. This just measures volatility. When you see an up move and you see volatility increasing, that means there's more institutional involvement in the move. So you guys are actually learned something today. When you see a stock go up and you see this is not moving up because the stock is moving up. This is moving up because volatility is increasing. Look how steadily volatility is increasing. Volatility average range went from 63 cents a day to $1.10. Volatility here is twice as big as volatilities here. That means institutions are getting involved. So when you see something like that, you don't need to have, I mean, you could use your eyes, but I've been doing this for a long time, but that's a good sign. That means volatility is expanding. That means there's more interest in institutional trading in the asset. Hey, William, leaving shortly. Looking forward to meeting everyone. Safe travels. I know you're coming from the Miami area. Safe travels. Looking forward to seeing you here, William. All right. So just a little FYI, a little tip for you, and that doesn't apply just to China. That applies to everything. When you see volatility increasing, that means institutions are getting more involved. Okay. Japan ended lower, not giving us any tailwind. Over the economic outlook, stronger yen outweighed sentiment. The benchmark index initially dropped to a more than 4 month low, but paired its losses by close as investors look to scoop up undervalued stock. I don't know. Chip stocks led the decline on Wednesday. That's bad. That's bad. That's not good. So global markets are kind of mixed. What about earnings? Well, Supermicro, they're getting out of being delinquent. Zoom is doing great. Workday is doing great. Intuit is doing great. And Axon, I think they make self-security things, if I remember correctly. like zappers and things like that for like self-defense. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'm not 100%. But this is all good for the market. Bottom line, top line, over expectation. Good. No, no problem. Yeah, ATR. And again, I mean, if you have trained eyes, you won't need to have the ATR. You can clearly see that volatility is increasing. And this is just the perfect example, too. But look how it's increasing. Volatility increasing means there's more institutional interest. There's more volatility, more stuff going on, more stuff happening. Thank you, Cam. Let me post some links. Remember, folks, I'm going live 2:30 with Jack Carter. I haven't seen Jack Carter in years, months, not years, months, with Nate, Kane, and Graham. It's going to be a full house today. And you guys can come and hang out and watch it from our office if you want. We'll be there. Here's VIP room. I'm going to be explaining to you exactly. I'm going to like DNA code the difference that separates the average trader from somebody like Richard. I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you examples and I'm going to lay it all out for you because I'm so sick of you guys telling me this. So I'm going to show you exactly what it is. All right. All right. Just FYI. All right. So let's move on to the stock market now. Okay. Oh, I forgot to post I knew I forgot something. Customer service live. There we go. There we go. Don't forget customer service lives. Manual, yes, if the stock is moving down with a high ATR, that's bad. Yes. ATR, not ADR. ATR. D, T, not a D, but same thing. So downside momentum is reasonable. Now, we don't have, yesterday we had 213 stocks breaking down. The day before we had 242. The day before that, we had 95. Then we had 242. Then we have 213. And today we have 185. Now, this will be really important. If this number can get back to 100 and this number can get above 100, we could start seeing some firepower to the upside. And I'm hoping that will be, and I'm hoping that that will happen today. I'm hoping we will see a switch, and I'm hoping that institutions will start bidding for Nvidia today. I don't know if it will happen. I have no clue, but I will be updating you minute by minute. Folks, have I been doing a good job of updating you in the VIP room Telegram channel and in the pit with all the things that are happening intraday? Let me know. Let me know if I've been doing a good job because I try to update you like every freaking minute. So I'm concerned about the 90-day breakdown level is still at 185. I'd like this to be close to 100. Let's look at volatility really quick. This will tell us everything we need to know. Look at what volatility did yesterday. Good. 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 Now, let's talk volatility. Now, this is really important. What happened here? Let me show you. What happened here yesterday? This is a reverse hammer, right? This is a ping, a key bar right here. It's a reversal bar. What happened when we get to this level right here? We've been cooling off. We remember what I said, keep an eye on this level? Well, we broke it just like we did here, but we cooled off. And now we're coming down and now we're right at the low. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you test it and reject it, which means there's a really good odds that volatility will come right back down here. Now, does anybody know what will happen if volatility goes from here to here? SPY will go from here to here. I'm going to show you this again because I know that a lot of people are very interested in this. If volatility goes from here to here, SPY will go from here to here. I'm going to say it one more time. Roger, what should I be looking at today? If volatility goes from here to here, SPY will go from here to here. Capiche? Okay. Now, the fact that volatility rejected this level is a very, very positive sign. What I want to see today is volatility break this 1876 and head towards the 1660 level so that tomorrow it can come and meet us right here. Do I know whether that's going to happen? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what Nvidia is going to report. I am optimistic, and I'll explain to you why I'm optimistic, because I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this number starting to decline while this number is not. And now let's talk the bond market. I'm optimistic because of the bond market. Most importantly, I'm optimistic because the SPY hit this level already 4 times, including this morning, and backed away from it. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. See this level right here? Roger, what will happen if we break this level and start going down? Nothing. Volatility is not going to go down. This is going to go back up. But the fact that we couldn't break the high yesterday, even though the stock market broke the low, or we did, and then we backed away here, is a very, very powerful sign, in my opinion. Okay? The fact that the stock market keyed off of this yesterday hard and closed right here above the 50-day moving average, it's a very positive sign. The fact that overnight markets, this is the overnight market, keyed at this exact same level is a really good sign. 4 times, 4 rejections, 4, 4, 4. And I'll explain to you tomorrow live why this is so important. Why this is so important, okay? And the downside of this. Now, I would ideally like to see a shakeout here and prices go up, but I'll take this for now because we're not done. If we start breaking this level, if we break, that's okay. I don't care if we break. I care about where we close compared to the break. You see how here we broke this level, but we closed all the way to the top? Even if we break this level but close above it, I'm still okay. It'll actually be the scenario that I would like the most would be a breakdown right here and then us closing back here. I would prefer to see that more than it just being a flat structure. I can't explain to you why right now. It would take me too long, and it's beyond what you guys signed up for here. But I will be explaining it in great detail tomorrow, and I'll explain to you why that's important. Why having that one move is really important. That purge is really important. But anyways, for now, we have a structure. We're still in this structure. As long as we stay in this structure, we're okay. We're okay. What about RSP? How does RSP looking? Isn't high volatility is really good for boosting option prices, yes. But do you want high option prices, Art, or do you want low option prices? What about QQQ? QQQ never deviated from our structure. Let me make this a little bigger here. Still in this structure. Hasn't violated the structure. What about QQQ? We haven't violated the structure. Look at the low yesterday. You see that? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. We still haven't violated the structure. Don't go bearish on me just yet. We haven't violated the structure. You could see it. It's so easy to see when I draw a rectangle. See how we still haven't broken out of the structure? The concern that Nvidia will delay Blackwell release. Those are details, Marcia. Marcel. Those are little details. Yes, Ben, that's what I think will happen if Nvidia earnings are good. Okay? So again, here's the structure. What about mega caps? Let's look at mega caps because those are the ones I'm really worried about, right? And I will do the mega cap review today. Well, mega caps broke the structure. Mega caps broke the structure. The biggest one broke the structure. What does that mean? Believe it or not, folks, believe it or not, but if this thing right now, this bar, this is today, we haven't broke the low yet. If this bar can get, here, let me show you this. The biggest thing I want to happen today The biggest thing I want to see happen today is I want this bar, this is today, I want it to close above this high. What I would really like to see it is it bolt up and close above the 8-day EMA and make a pivot here. If we could do that, that would be fantastic. And that would tell me that this auction is finally finished and we can move higher again. So I'll explain all that in detail, but just know this, This does not scare me. What will scare me is if this breaks this low. If this starts going up today and closing up and this becomes a pivot, I will be very, very happy. I will be a very, very happy man. So the big question is not this bar, is what happens after this bar. It means today. We want today to close above the 8-day EMA, which is right at this line right here, about 53.38 or somewhere like that. So what about semiconductors? Let's look at them. Is this helpful to you guys? Is this helpful to you? Semiconductors are still in this nasty range. And by the way, if you want to get a better look, go weekly. See weekly? Look, you can see it right here. It's easier to see on a weekly. We're still in this range. We haven't broken out of this range. The low is not even near this low here yet. That's at 230. We're still at 236. So we haven't broken out of this range. We're not bearish just yet. Okay? We're not bearish just yet. All right? We're not bearish just yet. All right. What about internals? What about internals? Well, technology. Remember, Bitcoin started moving down. Now look where technology is, right next to Bitcoin. Semiconductors. Remember I told you they are very correlated right now. There's a strong correlation between technology and Bitcoin. And that's one of the reasons why gold is doing its own thing. For quite some time, youngsters and some older people too, when I say youngsters, I mean folks that are like in their 30s and 40s, they started believing that Bitcoin was going to be the next gold. But that's not the case. Bitcoin is just another aspect of technology. The more sophisticated we get, the more sophisticated Bitcoin will become. It'll just become fintech. It's not even going to be a separate sector anymore. You'll see. Trust me. Give it another 5-10 years. When Amazon starts using it, it's just going to be another aspect of it's going to be like American Express, like a credit card. It starts off like AI, like the internet, crypto, and it just becomes part of technology. Okay, trust me on this. I've been doing this a long time, and this is just basic marketing. Okay. Transformation now. Your transformation now says yes. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Good. Thank you, right? Oh, good. And remember, folks, today in the VIP room, I am going to decode the reason why the difference between you guys and Richard. I'm actually going to decode it. I figured out exactly what it is. It's one thing, and I'm going to explain it to you today. And I'm going to go over it with you several times. And I'll get into it again tomorrow at the live class. But there's one thing that separates you. One thing. Only one thing. And I'm going to explain to you what it is today. All right. So let's, last thing I wanted to show you before we conclude. Good. We're even getting stronger here on technology. That's good. Here. This is what's bothering me. Right here. And I'm hoping that after today, this will be green again. Because folks, if this number continues to decline, then I hate to say I told you so, but we're going to be in a bear market. This is a bear market. You have less than, by definition, folks, and I don't agree we're in a bear market. And I'll explain to you why this is the way it is. It's because this takes all stocks over $2 into account. And the Russell that has 2,000 stocks in it, right, is doing really poorly right now. But if you look at the S&P, you still have 53, 58. You still have NASDAQ, you still have 62, 53. NASDAQ composite, though, is in the toilet right now. We're right at, if this goes to 49, then the NASDAQ is in a bear market. It's not my theory. This is just the way it is. You guys all know this, right? Less than 50% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average. Well, that's the 200-day moving average, and that's 50% right there. That's like textbook. This is like if you went to high school and you learned economics, you would learn that if there's less than 200 stocks under the 200-day moving average, we're officially in a bear market. So if you look at the S&P, we're not there quite yet. And I'm hoping we were in this position about 2 months ago, you may recall, and we bounced off of it really hard. And I'm hoping we'll do the same. But Nasdaq Composite is not in a great spot right now. Russell 2000 and Russell 3000 is not in a good spot right now. See, Russell 3000, that includes large cap stocks too. That's bad. That's bad. 48%. I don't care about the 50 so much, but I do care about the 200. That's bad. So there's a lot of stocks right now that are not doing amazing. Just keep that in mind. But overall, the reason the stock is doing what it's doing, this is doing what it's doing right now is because this is taking into account all stocks that have been trading that are trading over $2. So it's taking the little stocks and the Nvidias. But that's the market, folks. This is bad. This is bad right now. This is bad. We got to get back to the 56%. We got to get back to this, to this. This is a red flag. So and I'll talk about stocks in just 1 minute. So what am I looking for today? I'm hoping that the bond market doesn't collapse, and I'm not saying it will, and I'm not seeing any signs that it would, but I like this ascending breakout. I like this ascending channel. We have a channel right here. We broke out. The next target's the 200-day moving average. I'm hoping that towards the end of today, this is going higher, but not jumping higher, just slowly going up. I'm looking at volatility very closely today, and I'm looking for volatility to continue breaking down and get into this level right here. I'm looking at the SPY. Let me show you the SPY. I'm looking for the SPY to get above here. I'm looking for the SPY to get above the 601.55 level, or at least get above the 600 level. And I'm looking for QQQ here. Excuse me, MAGs. I'm looking for MAGs. I want this bar, I want it to take out this high as hard as it can. If it does not take this bar out, it's going to be a problem because then this can create a lower low. I want this to be a pivot here, which means this can't go any lower. So I'm hoping that this is the pivot, the shakeout, and then we can go higher once again because we can't go higher without a shakeout. And I'll explain why tomorrow. I'll fundamentally explain why tomorrow. Okay? All right. Those are the things that we're looking at. On SMH, which is going to be the big daddy today, we want to see us going towards the 200. We don't want to see us going towards this little edge right here, towards the 235. We want to go towards the 200. Okay? All right. Now, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at, and I got to get to work. Somebody's got to earn my keep around here, right? All right. So, I'm not in love with the following stock, but this is a stock you should watch very closely. This is Digital Realty Trust. This is a stock that's breaking down below it's already below the 200. It's below our support area right here. This stock, what they do is they are storage for hardware, for network storage. They rent physical space for servers. If Amazon, if Microsoft, if those folks are all laying folks off, if there's a decline in demand for electronics, for big scale commerce, this stock is going to feel it hard. Now, it's a choppy stock, but it is breaking. What I'm hoping for is that this is a support here. But if it breaks this level, we could see further down. I'm anticipating this to break down if the news from Nvidia is not as good. Okay. Penny says, I have a medical appointment. Then we'll drive 2.5 hours. See some of you tomorrow. Nice. Good. Be careful, Penny. Drive carefully. Can't wait to hear about your helicopter stories. AMD. Please, guys. AMD, maybe it's a great short, but be careful today because of Nvidia, obviously. Don't be a hero. That's not a stock for today for obvious reasons. Unless you're going to get out before the closing bell. Mara, Kava, Same stocks we've been talking about day after day. ACVA. First we had Kava, and then we have a stock that makes out to be Kava without, look, we could just take this one letter, put it here, and we have another Kava. I didn't do that on purpose. Look, Kava, right? And Akava. I don't know how that happened, but they're both Akava here. Uh CVA. It's a car auction stock. Not doing good. Uh Foot Locker. The fact that Foot Locker's doing bad and China's doing good, that tells me that Foot Locker's really in deep doo-doo. AEO, right here. SM. I know. These are all stocks you've never heard of before, right? I've never mentioned any of these stocks before to the short side. Wrong ticker, wrong ticker. INVT. No, wrong stock. Sorry, wrong stock. Wrong stock. PK. Just forget about that one. Might have been IMTV. This one right here, Park and Resorts and Hotels. Don't they have one right in Manhattan? Park Hotels and Resorts. I think they have one right in Manhattan. I think I might have stayed there before. Val, aka Frisky Bastard. If you're here, welcome. That's what Val calls himself, Frisky Bastard. What a look at this. Nice directional trade. That's the show. Oh, one more. PEB. 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 Whew. Look at this thing. Right at the A line right now. Stock is going to open right around here, right around the A line. Let me now give you long stocks. This is long stocks. AJG. This is the first time I've had the stock on my list in a wrong ticker. Hold on. AJG. AJG. This one. AJG. It's been on my it hasn't been on my list in a while. We used to trade the stock all the time in the pit. Um, Next one is Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola is not going to go up aggressively if tech is going up. That's a defensive stock. So just keep an eye. This is defensive. Defensive stocks were up yesterday because all the others were down. Starbucks, I really wanted to give you guys this stock as a trade, overnight trade in the pit, but I hesitated because I didn't like what the market was doing. But I'm going to tell you, I am in love with this stock right now. And look at how it's not deviated from the A line. Now, this is a stock that I really wanted to give you in the pit. I even said I want to give you Starbucks. I'm debating, and then I'm just going to say no. But I love this stock. And I may do it today. Maybe if it pulls back to the V line, to the A line, I'm gonna today. Circle in here. I really love this stock. N NFG, natural. It's a natural fuel gas company. Natural gas coming up. That's a very defensive stock. Guild. Nice penny. Look at Guild. Guild looks like it's got more upside. ABT. First time we've ever talked about the stock here, right, guys? We had this in the pit the other day. By the way, what trade did we have in the pit yesterday? Apple. We took Apple and we got out with the profit. We had 3 trades this week in the pit and they were all winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Uh, ABT, ice, baby. Almost gave you this one in the pit. I actually took it I'll confess, I actually took this one myself and made money, but I forgot to give it to you. Still not too late. Well, I should probably just broadcast my account live and let you guys follow along. Nice triangle right there. You guys know how much I love triangles. Yum Brands. Now, what stock was going up while the market was falling apart? Yum Brand. Wait for it to get to the 8-day EMA. And ROP. Broke out of this channel. Look. So we got some comments. ACVA is the worst auto auction of all of them. Terrible. Don't even bother to look at it anymore. All right. Thank you, Brian. What do you think about? Let's look at math. And I really do have to get to work. Let's look at Mastercard. I haven't seen Matt in 5 days. Not yet. It has to get above. It's compression right now. It has to get above this compression. It has to get above this area right here. It's got to get above this area. Visa, same thing. It has to get above this area right here. Although I do like Visa. If Visa gets above 353, I'd probably buy Visa. Maybe even more. Wait for a little more upside. You did say ICE was your favorite. We had a chance to act on it. Oh, you did? Okay. See, so I guess I did post it in there. And I think I might have wrote something about ICE. Yeah. So I did write something about ICE. All right. Good. I'm glad good. My conscience is clear. Oh, you made 100% on Yum. All right. All right. Good. So you guys are taking these trades. Excellent. So 2:30 today. We got the whole mishpucha. Everybody will be here. Daily. I'm only looking at daily. I always look at daily. Here's this. Here's my VIP room link. Please post. If you guys are liking this, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me I'm giving myself a thumbs up right here. Let's see how many thumbs up we have. I got to get out of here. I got to get to work. Gonna finally see my wife today. 209. If you guys don't mind, please give us a couple of more thumbs up before we leave. And about 3 o'clock, Robert. From 3 to 4 would be perfect. 2:30 to 3, because the thing's going to start at 2:30, and I'll be there. I'll be live so you can just hang out at the couch in my office and watch it live but 2:30, 3 o'clock. And you're going to knock on the door several times. We have a alarm to get in, so we may not hear you. So knock on the door several times, or do that. Let me give you a link to Customer Service Live. And I will see you at noon, where I will explain to you exactly why some of you are not seeing amazing results and some of you are seeing amazing results. I'll actually explain it in great detail and break it down for you, okay? I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great day. Good luck, everybody. Don't go crazy. We have Nvidia earnings coming up. Look at the telltale signs, and I'll keep you updated in the Telegram channels. Bye. Bye, guys. Be careful. Stay out of